And the Bulldog is back. We're here today to determine the guilt or innocence of Santa Claus in relation to several accusations of various crimes and misdemeanors. These accusations were first brought to public attention through an Instagram post from Santa's ex-girlfriend, Eartha Kitt. The post reads, "Hey y'all, glitter emoji, lipstick emoji, nail polish emoji. Some of you might remember that I was dating Santa, but I left him."
Objection!
What are you objecting to? We just started.
She didn't leave me, I left her.
That is a lie. I left you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Order, order. Who left who is not the point of this hearing. We're here to decide whether Mr. Claus has broken any federal laws.
I left you.
No, you didn't.
May I please finish reading the post?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Some of you might remember that I was dating Santa, but I left him. Santa emoji, crying emoji, fist emoji. He is a man who only cared about children that weren't his own. Mad face. He is fed up with himself and his work. Cussing face. He is a fat, lazy bum.
I'm not fat.
Really? Just look at you.
I'm in prime condition.
But now I'm coming with revenge. Mad face, glass of milk, cookie emoji.
Don't disrespect the cookie emoji.
First off, dear Santa never had any governmental ID, no passport, no driver's license, and my guy spared like the sky was his own.
It is.
Airplane emoji. Guess what, Santa? It's not. Kissy face. He also has affairs with other married women and toys with the emotions of children all over the world, including me. Even when I put it on my Christmas list, he never proposed. Ring emoji, Santa emoji, boxing glove emoji. And yes, he does see you when you're sleeping. Scared face, videotape emoji. Also, he breaks into people's houses every Christmas like a ninja. Ninja emoji. Also, remember the elves? Elf emoji. Slave labor in disguise with their little chubby cheeks. Face. To all the babes out there, remember that you don't need a boo to feel better.
No man would ever have you.
Shut up. No woman would ever put up with you. You're impossible.
Fist emoji. I don't know what that is. And a bicep? Santa, you broke my heart, so now I'm breaking your reputation. You've been hiding those dirty secrets for too long. Key emoji. Well, that was a whirlwind of insanity. Mr. Claus, how do you respond to these allegations?
Yes, Santa. How do you respond?
Lies, all lies.
Just like our relationship.
What specific part do you object to?
She didn't leave me, I kicked her out.
I object to his objection. I object most strongly.
Your objection is insignificant.
You don't get to decide that.
You didn't get to decide that.
Can we please have a civil case here? This is not a kangaroo court.
Ask him. He's the kangaroo here.
Joke's on you, I don't even know what type of monkey a kangaroo even is.
Mr. Claus, just answer the question.
How am I supposed to answer that? It's a totally invalid question. You can't expect me to remember every single point of her ridiculous Instagram post.
Fine. We'll go through this step by step. Do you have a governmental ID?
A what?
Don't play dumb.
Oh, he isn't playing. He's just naturally dumb.
Do you have a birth certificate? A driver's license? A passport? Something to prove you legally exist?
Well, I took a selfie once.
That does not count.
He doesn't have any ID.
Yes, I do.
Are you saying that just to disagree with her?
Maybe.
What would you have said if she hadn't spoken?
I have said that I don't have ID.
Well, that clears that up. Thank you for your honesty, Mr. Claus.
You're very welcome. You see that? That's how you're supposed to treat people, with respect. I assume you've heard of it?
Honesty, schmonesty. Of course I've heard of respect. Who hasn't? Definitely heard of it, for sure.
All right. The next allegation is that Mr. Claus toys with the emotions of children all over the world. Miss Kitt, would you like to explain that?
Well, Your Honor, Santa tells children that if they're good, he'll give them toys. If they're bad, he'll give them coal. Hundreds of children are let down each year when they receive coal for Christmas. And their good or bad qualities are judged arbitrarily by this
Incredibly sexy bearded man.
That is not what I was gonna say.
Too late, you said it.
You wish I'd said it.
That would qualify as intentional infliction of emotional distress. Mr. Claus, how do you plead?
It's not my fault if the little brats get upset about a few rocks. I'm building character.
It's not for you to build. Punishing bad children and rewarding good ones is not your job.
Heard of parents, dear Santa?
Yeah, they leave me milk and cookies, sometimes alcohol.
And you continue to drink it and fly around the world.
Well, how else would I get through the night? Besides, it's so nice of them, you want to appreciate the gesture.
Well, that right there is drinking and driving. On top of not having a sleigh license, which we've already established, because you have no ID at all.
Brat.
How many years, Your Honor?
6 months to a year is the usual penalty for drinking and driving. But it's apparently happened a good many years with no repercussions, so you can expect a long sentence for this felony alone.
Wait, I'm actually getting in trouble for this? No one mentioned that.
Ooh, talk about him breaking into houses next.
Several billion cases of trespass, breaking and entering, and burglary a year. Mr. Claus, what is your response to that?
Aha! I've got you now. I'm completely innocent of this charge.
Really? You're denying ever entering a home uninvited?
Well, no, but I never broke into any houses and I never stole anything.
First of all, entering through a chimney still qualifies as breaking and entering, and the crime of burglary is more to protect the integrity of a home's security more than the actual possessions inside the house. Even if you were innocent of these crimes, which you aren't, you would still be found guilty of trespassing on every property in the world.
Not to mention, he's constantly watching everyone.
You can't prove that.
There's literally a song that proves that.
Oh, just like your song proves you should never sing again?
Santa Baby was a stroke of genius.
It was a stroke, alright.
This is why I left you.
You left because I kicked you out.
Would you both shut up? Mr. Claus, how do you respond to the accusations of illegal surveillance?
Fine, I admit it.
What was that? I didn't hear you.
I said I admit it. Hidden cameras, elf on the shelf, everything. I admit it.
I told you.
Don't look so proud of yourself. How'd you like me to tell your boyfriend I saw you last night?
What?
You are, beyond a doubt, guilty of illegal surveillance. Moving on.
Maybe you were watching me because you miss me. Is that it?
What? No, of course not.
Ugh. The final charge. Elf slave labor. I do have a question, actually. Do they really have chubby cheeks?
You have no idea. It's like marshmallows on their little faces.
That's cute.
They suck and I hate them.
Why?
They keep asking for minimum wage.
That's not true.
He denies it to them every time.
I'll have you know they haven't asked in 3 months.
What'd you do, gag them?
No! Krampus took care of it.
He's still living at the workshop?
Who's Krampus?
Nobody.
His evil roommate.
Do I want to ask?
Some things are better kept a secret. Unless you want to be scarred for life.
Okay then. So you admit to forcing the elves into slavery?
Leave the Krampus subject alone and I'll admit to anything.
Alright then. Mr. Claus, you have been found guilty of having no ID, flying without a license, traveling without a passport, drinking and flying, intentional infliction of emotional distress on minors, trespassing, breaking and entering, burglary, illegal surveillance, and slave labor. I hereby sentence you to a lifetime in a maximum security prison.
Wait, but I'm immortal.
And then you'll be in prison for a very long time. My sentence does not change.
Are there at least cookies there?
In prison, You'll be lucky if you get more than soup.
This is what you get for kicking me out.
You said it!
No, I didn't.
Judge, please, I'll do anything. I'll give you any present.
Mr. Claus, attempting to bribe a judge will only result in a harsher penalty. There's nothing you can do to change your sentencing.
You sure about that?
You wouldn't.
A car?
Not just any car. A 54 light blue convertible.
Oh, heck no.
Yeah, that's right. I'm giving it to the judge.
What's going on here?
I said I wanted that exact car in my song. He's giving it to you to get back at me.
How can you say that? You know I would never listen to your terrible songs.
It was my Christmas list, Santa. You didn't listen.
If you really loved me, you wouldn't have asked for money.
Wait, you did listen to the song. You had the car waiting for me.
Yeah, well, it's not too late.
And you really were monitoring me because you missed me, weren't you?
Of course not. What a ridiculous idea.
Oh, Santa, baby.
I really did get the ring you wanted.
Ah! I knew it!
Eartha, my love, will you marry me?
Oh, yes, Santa, baby, yes.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, what is happening to my courtroom?
You can take me to jail now.
Wait, Santa, don't leave me.
I'll find you when I get out, I promise.
I swear I'll wait for you.
You remember he's going to be in prison for the rest of eternity, right? The Court of the Bulldog is always open to those in need of legal justice. If you would like to take your case to my court, you can contact me at bulldogcinema2@gmail.com. We will thoroughly investigate all files and evidence to release the Bulldog.